Yeah, I think what good leaders do well is that whole vulnerability piece and willing to ask the organisation for ideas and how to develop. Not too far from yourselves, we worked with a company called Bell Valves,
I know
based
them
in
well.
Newcastle. Yeah, and so they'd been struggling a little bit with their performance essentially, but in terms of the delivery, and they've got a really good product, really useful product that was much sought after, but they were struggling to get it across the line, as efficiently as it needed to be. And they tried all sorts of different approaches, mostly top-down driven approaches. And the CEO, Bruce Eppenstall, came to me. He'd heard me speak at a conference and asked if he could get some support. And so, yeah, we basically came in and helped them to develop a better solution, which is still going really well a couple of years later. But it was the vulnerability of Bruce to say, right, I've tried several different angles to this and it's not working. I need some help. So that willingness to be vulnerable, the willingness to be vulnerable as well to the team and say, right, okay, we obviously don't have all the answers as a senior leadership, so let's hear your answers. And Chris and Jim from Quirk Solutions are going to take you through the development of those options. And then a willingness, I think, as well, following on when those options are being presented, to be able to say, I really like that, we want to take that forward. Yes, we're going to do that. Yes, we're going to adopt that. Sorry, no, that doesn't really fit with where we are, or we don't have the resources to deliver it, so we're not going to do that. So I think it's bringing people along with you is what good leaders do well. And we don't have to spend too much time on it, but poor leaders do exactly the opposite. They get too controlling. They think that every decision has to be theirs. They don't really trust other people within their organization to be empowered. So they try and draw everything into a really tight core. And people only have a certain amount of bandwidth. It's inevitable. It doesn't matter how brilliant you are. You could be some sort of absolute genius. You still have a bandwidth. And so, the ability of the organization is driven by the collective intelligence of the organization, not by the intelligence of one individual. And so I think it's about that sort of sharing, drawing in, opening up. And for some people, that feels a bit scary because it feels like they're standing up and saying, I don't really know everything that we do. They feel it's a bit like them saying, I don't know what to do. And that's not what they're doing. They're standing up to say, I know what I want to achieve, but I need you to help me come up with all the ideas as to how we're going to do it.
No, I think it's brilliant. And I've seen firsthand both of those. So I empathize and agree with you. And I actually also know Bruce, and he's a good guy. It's a good organization.